Good afternoon. Today on Business Success in Six with Stacie, I have Tony Cora on here from Rice and Roll. He has two locations in Wauwatosa and on the east side. Tony, thanks so much for jumping on today.
Well, thank you for having me today.
It's my pleasure. I'm getting hungry even thinking about your business. So, in our clients and our viewers are hungry for knowledge about business. So, if you don't mind, may I ask you 6 questions about your business?
Sure, yes, definitely, yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you. So when people ask you what Rice and Roll does, how do you describe your business?
So we are a restaurant that offer Thai food, authentic Thai food, and Japanese. And for the Japanese, as I'm a Japanese chef, a sushi chef, so I've added a little twist onto the menu just to make it, unique and
Absolutely.
something that people never try and never seen before.
So side question, do you have the opportunity to change your menu or recipe at all?
Yes, so we recently just updated our menu for both locations. We add a few new items on and remove some of the old items out. So, just to keep them going,
Excited. Yeah,
changing,
totally.
yeah, changing things around.
Love it. What were your plans when you started your business and how have they changed?
So as I mentioned, it's us three starting the business, me and my two other cousins. And we were using our own specialties in our own way in the restaurant. So as I am a sushi chef, I'm in charging the sushi bar.
Okay.
My cousin, he's a Thai chef, and he's just in charging the Thai kitchen. And my Tanny, she's another person, and she's in charging all the paperwork, all the payroll, accounting, and other stuff. That so she do all that. So it's us three put it together and create rice and roll. I think is that the word to say it? So
Yep.
yep. So it's us, it's our specialties that runs the restaurant, but can't do without staff.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and you started with one location on the east side of Milwaukee. And I know we were talking earlier that you were looking in the Chicagoland area, and now you have another location. So were your plans to create multiple locations?
So when we start rice and roll on the east side,
Mhm.
we have a lot of regular customer that
Mhm.
came in, and as we get to know each other, when they come in dine in, and we talk and stuff, and I noticed that some of them they move out. Maybe they after they graduate or work for several years and they move change. They sometimes some people they have family they move to Tosa and stuff. I end up finding them come to Tosa location instead of the east side location. So I would say that sometimes expanding the business is like you can't wait for the customer coming to you, but you have to go to the customer. You know what I mean?
That is a really, really good point. Absolutely. Especially when you're consuming something, if
Right,
families move out there, they graduate and go off but they still want your food. They might come occasionally, but if you create another location, they'll definitely go
right. I
there, right?
mean, I mean, I mean, we do delivery, but we don't go out that far. So I mean, have multiple location, but if we do delivery for that area, then you can do some certain area for that location.
Sure. That's a really cool concept, actually. I haven't thought about
Yeah,
that.
the interesting thing is that our first location is very tiny, and
Okay.
when we first drive around that location, we saw that on Prospect alone they have a lot of apartment and condos.
Hmm.
So with our tiny space, we can do a few dining tables, but we can focus on delivery and carry out for those customers around the area.
That's a really great idea. So that actually takes me into the question, what is the biggest way you impact the community? And if you're right there impacting the community by getting them food, what's another way that you impact the community?
So I mean, as a restaurant, find a way to impact community is nothing much just for food and services. But if I take you back 2 years ago,
Uh-huh.
when the pandemic started,
Yeah.
not all restaurants doing carry out food and delivery but as us that we've been running that type of business for several years until the pandemic, then we can move on. We went through the pandemic. Plus, we also supporting community. Let's say like we make meals to support hospitals,
Wow.
communities. Just to at that time during that time we weren't thinking about business much, but just what to do for the community just to get it moving. Because
Yeah.
pandemic is I'm pretty sure it's many people's first time. that kind of thing.
Absolutely. That's beautiful that
Right,
you were doing that. And just, when we obviously have to think about business, but when you're thinking about how can you give back to other people, especially during the
right.
pandemic, that's beautiful. Thank you for doing that.
Well, you're welcome. And don't forget that those people are our customers. They come in. Not they're not coming like every other day, but we recognize their faces, and when some people have problems, and if we can help, then we do. And this is just the philosophy of us. Like the thing is, we not come from a business background. We come from a chef background. So many things that we think maybe not as as business as it is, but it's just something that we think possibility. That
Yep.
it could happen, this and that.
Yep. And we all come from that human background where we want to help other people. So
Right,
that's
right,
beautiful.
right. That too, yes.
Absolutely. What is one challenge you have faced that other business owners could learn from?
So, like I said, the pandemic, that's one of the great example. It's a problem that nobody expected.
Mhm.
And in the restaurant business, this kind of problem happen all the time. Maybe not that big as pandemic, but all the problem with machinery, with staff, with customer, with all the time. So I think the best way to do is that you have to let's see, maybe concentrate on the problems and keep solving one by one. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Yes, because when you have many things coming out together, you can. So I think the best way is to do one by one, and also um, I say to build a strong team,
Mhm.
and this is the basic of running a restaurant business. So strong team, quality food, a good service, and a good support from the community, which is the customers.
That is great advice. And that's something that we encourage our clients to do is if you focus on building a strong team, the team's going to create good food and good service, right? So
Right, right.
there's almost that order. That's wonderful. And I really like what you said about focus too, because yeah, in business there are so many different problems that happen, but if you can focus on them one at a time, that's
Hmm.
great advice. Thank you.
Right. Oh, you're welcome.
What does the future look like for you, and do you have an exit plan?
So the future, right now I have two locations.
Mhm.
We plan to expand sometime next year.
Wonderful.
Yes. So
Do
that's the plan. I'll keep you updated.
Please do.
you
Do
know,
you have any
yes,
ideas as to where you might go next?
it's gonna be in Bayview.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. That's
We just
wonderful.
everything just started. It's not not there yet. Let it get closer, then I'll keep you updated about on that. Then we can talk about more about the new project.
Yum, definitely. That sounds great. More locations. All subjects open. What inspires you most?
I think cooking itself keep me inspiring. Cooking is no, it's limitless. There's no nationality. You can cook American food with Italian. I mean, just it's no right and wrong. It's no right or wrong. If you can eat it, if it tastes good, that's good. So I think that's one of the things that keep me inspiring. And another thing I would say, passion. Nowadays, when I come back home, I don't watch much of the TV. I only watch like cooking shows or cooking stuff on YouTube most of the time now, because um, I don't have culinary degrees, but I
Oh,
graduated in hotel. I graduated in hotel management, so it's more like management, but not cooking itself.
absolutely.
So so those YouTube and stuff are really helping me to learn cooking from them.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's all a service background, hotel management,
Right,
culinary. So that's absolutely inspiring. And what I love about cooking is it is a true art and
right,
everybody needs to eat. And, it's great to try different things and learn different things.
right.
Thank you for what you're doing and the time that you shared with us today. If somebody
You're
wants to
welcome.
visit you at one of your or both of your locations, what would be the best way for them to get in touch with you?
Yep. So our first location is located on the east side. The address is 1952 North Farwell. It's right across from Comet Cafe. Yep. Open Tuesday to Sunday. If you guys are hungry for Thai food or Japanese, just stop by anytime. And the second location is in Wauwatosa. It's on State Street, right in downtown Tosa. The address is 7484 West State Street. Also open Tuesday to Sunday.
Wonderful. Thank you. And do you have social media, Instagram, Facebook, that people can go on, look at a menu?
We do have social media for the restaurant. Restaurant will be Rice and Roll on IG, Instagram, and Facebook. Same as the one in Tosa, but the one in Tosa, the name is Kin, Kin, by Rice and Roll.
Awesome. Well, thank
Yes.
you so much for your time, and we will
Oh,
definitely be visiting.
you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Tony.